right now and press the bell icon. Never miss an update.
Hello friends, welcome back to a weekly update session on current banking and financial awareness. Here these banking updates I am covering between 1st July to 6th July. So which will useful for your all upcoming banking exams. And friends, you can also download this lecture PDF from our Telegram channel. The Telegram channel link I have given in description section. And friends, also you can follow the channel in Instagram. So that Instagram link also provided in description section. Now friends, let's begin our session. And friends, one more thing, watch full video and don't forget to miss these MCQs. It's a really important section. Now we'll start. Now we'll see the question says the World Bank has announced an additional funding of $-billion for COVID-19 vaccines for developing countries. For which countries? For developing countries. So World Bank has announced an additional funding. So already funding is going on, and now World Bank has announced additional funding. So we'll see options first. Options are A 8 billion, B 12 billion, C 5 billion, D 3 billion, E none of these. Friends, the World Bank has announced an additional funding of US dollars of 8 billion. So 8 billion US dollars. So right answer is option A. It is 8 billion US dollars for this COVID-19 vaccine. So for developing countries. So with this funding, with this total finance financing available for this COVID-19 vaccines, it is reaching up to 20 billion US dollars. So overall, so initially 12 billion US dollars was announced to this World Bank. So after that, for developing countries, additional 8 billion US dollars also announced. So this World Bank is financing to developing countries. So overall it is 20 billion. So in this question point of view, so additional funding is 8 billion US dollars. So that you need to remember. Now moving on to next question. The question says, what is the rank of India in Global Startup Ecosystem Index 2021 by Startup Blink? What is the rank of India in Global Startup Ecosystem? Now we'll see the options. Options are A 11th, B 20th, C 21st, D 22nd. In none of this. Friends, our India has moved up to 3 spots to be ranked at 20th spot. So it is on option B. So the India has moved up the 3 spots to rank at 20th spot among the top 100 countries. So in this global startup ecosystem index 2021. So by Startup Blink. So Startup Blink is it's conducting. So it was at 23rd spot in 2020. So in 2020 it was 23rd. So now, as I told now, India moved to 3 spots. So now it is 20th rank. So the right answer is option B. It is 20th. So option B, it is the right answer. So our India's present rank in global startup ecosystem index by 2021 is 20th rank. Now the next question says the Shopsy app, the SHOPSA, the Shopsy, it is an app. So the Shopsy app has been launched by which company to help Indians to start their online business without any investment? Friends, seems its question is very good. So the Shopsy app has been launched by which company to help Indians to start their online business without any investment? Now we see the options. Options are A Flipkart, B PhonePe, C Amazon, D Snapdeal. In none of this. Friends, the right answer is for this question is it is Flipkart. So we'll see. So Flipkart has launched this Shopsy app. So that they will enable Indians to start their online business without any investment. So this Flipkart aim is to enable over 25 million online entrepreneurs. So by their target is 2023. So their target is with the help of this Shopsy app. So their aim is to enable all over India and 25 million online entrepreneurs by 2023. So it is their target. So the right answer is for this Flipkart. So option A, it is right answer. So Flipkart has launched this Shopsy app for developing to help Indians to start their online business without any further investment. Now we'll see the next question. The question says, which organization launched the Salam Dil Se initiative to pay tribute and gratitude to doctors. So which organization has launched this um, Salam Dil Se initiative? Now its options. Options are A. HDFC Bank, B. ICICI, C. Axis, D. Kotak Mahindra. In none of this. Friends, this Salam Dil Se initiative, it is shows a gratitude to doctors for their tireless service. So during this pandemic situation now, so it pays a tribute to doctors of India. So we'll see that answer. Right answer. So right answer is option 8 is HDFC Bank. So HDFC Bank, it has launched a web platform. So that is called this Salam Dil Se initiative. So through this web platform, so the general public, can log on to this website and share thank you messages to doctors, which can be immediately shared via email, social media, and WhatsApp. So they feel so we can tribute and gratitude to say our what our messages. So our messages, our thank you messages to send through this website. So that website name is, it is salamdilse.com. So www.salamdilse.com. So this initiative has launched by our private sector lender, it is HDFC Bank. And friends, you can also one more question here, it is there, that is ICICI Bank. So ICICI Bank also launched same this type of initiative. So that is called Salute Doctors. So ICICI given Salute Doctors, HDFC Bank given Salam Dil Se initiative. So you need to remember. So now when it comes to starting part of the HDFC Bank, so already you know it is headquarters, it is Mumbai, and present MD and CEO of HDFC Bank, Shashidhar Jagdishan. So Shashidhar Jagdishan is the present MD and CEO of this HDFC Bank. Now we'll see next question. Now the question says, which organization has launched a strategic equity investment in InstaMojo recently? So which organization has announced a strategic equity investment? So which company, which organization has going to invest in this InstaMojo company? Now we'll see the options. Options are A. DCB Bank, B. ICICI Bank, C. Mastercard, D. Kotak Mahindra. In and of this. Friends, this InstaMojo, it is a platform that offers small and micro merchants a ready-made virtual platform upon which they can quickly set up an e-commerce business, and they can accept digital payments like fast and easy onboarding process. So now right answer is, it is option C, it is Mastercard. So Mastercard is announced their strategic equity investment in this digital platform, that is InstaMojo. So it is India's largest full stack digital solution provider for all MSME companies. So this investment, it is aimed at empowering millions of MSMEs and gig workers by providing easy to use solutions that will help them to so rapidly digitize, such as setting up online stores and equip with the digital payments, acceptance capabilities, and reach out to customers. So this Mastercard. So Mastercard is going to strategic equity investment in this InstaMojo company. So the right answer is option C, it is Mastercard. So as I told you, so InstaMojo, it is a online platform. So it is that providing small and micro merchants a ready-made virtual platform. So they can set up an e-commerce business and they can accept payments. So like this services provided this by this InstaMojo company. So now Mastercard is going to equity investment in this InstaMojo company. So option C is the right answer. Now we'll see the next question. So which bank has launched a comprehensive banking solutions for medical doctors named Salute Doctor? So recently in fourth question explained. So HDFC Bank is launched a tribute to doctors. No, in same way ICICI Bank also. So option answer already I revealed. So option A, it is DCB Bank, option B ICICI Bank, option C Mastercard, option D SBA, option E in this. So friends, right answer is option B, it is ICICI Bank. So our private sector lender ICICI Bank has launched a comprehensive banking solutions for these medical doctors called Salute Doctors. Salute Doctors. Now moving on to next question. The question says, which bank has become the second most valued listed public sector bank with a market capitalization of over 50,000 crores? So which public sector bank has reached this second most valued position? Now we'll see the options. Options are A. Indian Overseas Bank, B. Bank of Baroda, C. Canara Bank, D. State Bank of India, in others. Friends, all these banks are public sector banks. Now we'll see right answer. So friends, the right answer is option A. It is Indian Overseas Bank. So Indian Overseas Bank, it became the second most valued listed public sector bank with a market capitalization of 50,000 crores. So it has surpassed PNB and BOB. So BOB, PNB it is surpassed. So IOB stood with a market capitalization of 51,887 crores exactly. So exactly it is 51,887 crores their market capitalization. So they are saying it is second most valued public sector bank in market capitalization only. So not in other ways, it is the market capitalization. So option A, it is Indian Overseas Bank. So when it comes to starting part, the headquarters of Indian Overseas Bank, it is Chennai. Now moving on to next question. The question says the scheduled commercial banks gross NPA will increase to -% in March 2022 from 7.48% in March 2021. So as per RBS 23rd biannual financial stability report. Friends, usually biannually RBI is going to release this financial stability report. So in this report, so RBI is saying the scheduled commercial bank gross NPA will increase to what percent? So earlier in 2021 March it is 7.48%. So now they are saying gross NPA will increase to up to -%. Now we'll see the right option. Sorry, first we'll see the options. So let me see. So A 7.48, it is not, and B 7.18, C 6.57, D 7%. In none of this. Friends, as per RBS, the 23rd issue of this, it's biannual financial report FSR of 2021. So the scheduled commercial banks NPA will increase to 9.8%. So 9.8% in March 2022 from 7.4% in March 2021. So friends, option A it is right answer. So option A it is 9.8%. So the scheduled commercial banks, so their gross NPA will increase to 9.8%. So earlier it is in 2021 March it is 7.48. Now it reached to 9.8%. It will reach to. So their commercial banks gross NPAs. Now when it comes to static part of this RBI, Reserve Bank of India, President Governor Shaktikant Das, he is 25th Governor, and the headquarters of RBI it is Mumbai. Now the next question says, to which entity has the government asked to launch a platform for electronic vaccine vouchers? So to which entity has the government asked to launch a platform for electronic vaccine vouchers? These options are A. Reserve Bank of India, B. Ministry of Finance, C. NPCA, National Payments Corporation of India, D. Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. In analysis. Friends, the right answer is option C. It is NPCA, National Payments Corporation of India. Friends, these vouchers, these electronic vaccine vouchers will be similar to electronic prepaid instruments, and it will be used only for vaccination. So the employers will be allowed to purchase these vaccines in bulk quantities. And also in this regard, this NPCI is in the process of this shortlisting banks to issue such vouchers. So further, banks will offer these vouchers as payment services in partnership with technology service providers. So simply it is like these vouchers will be sent to employees' smartphones on feature phone, or after which employee will share the vouchers at the hospital for cashless vaccination. So for cashless vaccination purpose, this employer has to provide this payment platform, so that they can play. So this bank, so the banks will offer these vouchers as payment services in partnership with technology service providers. So friends, the right answer is it is option C. It is NPCA. So NPCA has the government asked to launch a platform for electronic vaccination vouchers. So when it comes to static part of this question, the NPC headquarters, it is Mumbai, and we made a video on NPC also. So that NPC video I have given in the top cards, so you can click and watch that NPCA full video. And comes to MD and CEO of this NPCA, Dilip Apse, and founded it was in 2008. And NPCA was established by the Reserve Bank of India and also with the Indian Banks Association. Now we'll see the next question. The question says, how much amount of penalty was imposed by RBI on PNB? Sorry, not PNB, it is Punjab and Sindh Bank. So PSB, Punjab and Sindh Bank, for not allowing directions under cyber security framework in banks. So how much amount penalty? So be imposed by RBI on PSB, Punjab and Sindh Bank, for they are not following directions under cyber security framework policies in banks. Now we'll see the options. Options are A 20 lakh, B 25 lakh, C 30 lakh, D 35 lakh in none of this. Friends, the penalty of rupees, it is 25 lakh. So option B, it is right answer. Right answer. So RBI has imposed 25 lakh penalty on the Punjab and Sindh Bank. So this penalty imposed for not allowing directions under this cyber security framework in banks. So this penalty imposed under the powers mentioned by Reserve Bank of India. So they are having such provisions. So under that provisions, so they can impose this type of penalties. So that provisions also you can remember in RBI and NABARD and grade B exams. That section 47A. So under section 47A and 46 section 51. So under Bank Regulation Act 1949. So you need to remember all sections in Bank Regulation Act 1949. So under this 47A, 46 and 51. So under these sections, Reserve Bank of India can impose penalties on banks. Now when it comes to starting part of this Punjab and Sindh Bank, so the headquarters of this Punjab and Sindh Bank is New Delhi, and MD and CEO of Punjab and Sindh Bank is S. Krishnan. S. Krishnan. So right answer is option B. As I told, it is 25 lakh. So RBI imposed a penalty 25 lakh on this Punjab and Sindh Bank. Then also you can remember the tagline of this Punjab and Sindh Bank. It is where service is a way of life. Where service is a way of life. It is the tagline. And if you haven't yet subscribed my channel, please subscribe my Invoking YouTube channel and press the bell icon to get the latest notification to your mobile. Thanks for watching. Thank you. Jai Hind.